Hello, I welcome you all in this exciting video. We will be discussing a question from 2025 GCE exams. This was under trigonometry, section B of paper 2. Okay, so this was question 8. So the question is reading, a garden is in the form of a quadrilateral PQRS with PQ 5. We can also see PQ is 5 meters, QR is 8 meters, RS is 7 meters, and PS is 6 meters. Given that the angle PQR, which is 140, and angle PRS here, it's 118, calculate for PR. So this was quite a tricky question, but not too tricky again. Okay, so given that we have been given everything that we're given, we're supposed to calculate PR. So what are we trying to find here? We are trying to find the length from P to R. Okay, the length from P to R. Okay, so in a normal setup of these triangles, they can bring them in any way. Okay, and sometimes it can come an upright erected triangle like this. Okay, where you have A, B, and then you have C here. Okay, so it can come like this. Okay, so you can see you have something similar here on top, which is an upright erected triangle, and then you also have the other one which is facing downwards. Okay, it is inverted. So now the formulas that we use under trigonometry, they were derived from a triangle which is like this. That's why you will find that among all the formulas that we have, okay, let me just explain what I mean by that. So this is what we have. So these are the formulas that we are given. Okay, so all these formulas were generated from a triangle which is upright and directed like this. So you can see you have a small letter A, small letter B, capital B, you have also small letters here, and so on and so forth. So it was derived from this triangle. So in order for you to properly use the formulas under trigonometry paper 2, you need to understand how these formulas were developed. Okay, so this is it. Okay, so now what we are going to do, we are going to apply the same principle here before we even come to answering the question. So comparing this to this, we know that this is going to be our A. So the apex here, it is A. The apex here, it is A as well. Okay, and then these ones on the sides, it could be B or C, whichever one you want to put. Okay, so I'll put my B here. Okay, and then I'll put C here. Okay, then after that you want to assign the small letters. Okay, so this one here, you do this. Okay, so if this is B here, where B is pointing, so this is small letter B. You do the same thing. B here, it's pointing here, so this is small letter B. The same thing here, C is pointing this side, so this is small letter C. Again, C here is pointing there, so this is small letter C. Okay, so for the first question here, you must be able to also identify, you should be able to identify what type of rule you're applying. Is it the sine rule or is it the cosine rule? Okay, so now I'm going to explain this. Whenever you have an angle in between two given sides and you are told to calculate a side that is directly opposite to the angle that's been given, I want you to get me correctly. If you have an angle here given, like we've been given here 140, and here we've been given sides, okay, 8, and here we've got 5. So if you have such a setup here, an angle here, and you're told to find the line below it, okay, here you should always use the cosine rule. Okay, should always use the cosine rule. Here you should always use the cosine rule. Let's have a look at what this cosine rule is. So the cosine rule is here. Okay, so it is A squared is equal to B squared plus C squared minus 2BC cos A, and we are just going to write the formula as it is. So it is A, okay, A squared is equal to B squared plus, okay, C squared minus 2BC cos A. Okay, I'll write it like this. capital A. That's how the formula is. Okay, so already you have everything here, and it's very much easy when you've already assigned your small letters and everything. So small letter A will be here. Okay, that's the angle pointing directly to this side. Okay, so in assigning these numbers here, I said where A is pointing, this is the small letter A, B is pointing this side, small letter B, and then like this, and you're good to go. Okay, so we have the formula here. So PR that we're calculating here, okay, PR that we're calculating here, we can replace with the letters that we've been given. They used PQRS. So this is Q, so this will be small letter Q. Okay, I hope it's not going to get messy here. This is small letter Q, this is small letter P, this is small letter R. The same principle. Okay, the same principle. So we can just rewrite this formula again to work with what we have, right? So small letter A, it's Q. This is going to be really quick. Q squared. I hope no one gets confused here. R squared plus what else do we have? P squared. Okay, minus 2. Sorry, minus 2 RP cos Q. So it's the same principle I'm using. So now they just try by all means to sort of like confuse you guys with they'll give you these letters on the formula and then they'll use other letters, but this shouldn't be confusing. If you have understood the principle and what I just did here, should be very easy. Okay, so you leave a comment in the comment section if you need this to be explained further. So you have Q, okay, which is the A. So we're finding PR. Remember, our goal is to find PR. So PR, which is A or Q here. So we're going to say Q squared is equal to, so R, which is 8. Okay, write our 8 squared plus P, sorry, what did I do just here? R was supposed to be here, sorry. So R is 5. This one's supposed to be P. Okay, so R is 5 squared. Okay, 5 squared. Then P is pointing here, so it is 8 squared. 8 squared minus 2. Then you say 5. You say 8. You're just replacing cos Q is what? 140. 140 degrees. Okay, so you come down here, Q squared is equal to, okay, now here is just the use of a calculator. Use your scientific calculators. Paper 2 allows you to work with calculators. Make sure your calculators is in degrees. Okay, sometimes some calculators you find that they are in radians, and that can give you different answers. So here we have 5 squared. You just write it the way it is, plus 8 squared. It's giving me 89. Just write your 89 minus, here you can punch everything. Okay, so just the way I've written it, 2 in brackets 5 in brackets 8 cos 140. Okay, so it's giving me negative 61 point, okay, 28. Make sure you get the same thing, 283,555. Okay, so 449. Okay, 52. Okay, so we apply basic rules of mathematics here. Integers, negative, that's a positive. So this is going to be 89. This becomes plus 61 point. Okay, just to write this one again, 283 555 555 4 4 9 5 2. Then we're going to add this. Okay, so now we say minus, oh sorry, we add everything. Okay, so I'm getting 150 point, it's just the same thing here, 283 555 555, okay, 44952. Then the thing that you want to do now at the end is to square root both sides. So it's going to give us q is equal to, okay, so now we want to square root this. Okay, let's square root this, 283 555 44952, just using the square root. So this one has given me, okay, so for it has given me a 12.259. So you just round it off to 2 decimal places. So this was in meters. Okay, so what we found here, okay, what we've calculated here is what PR. So PR is simply 12. Okay, 12.26. Okay, that is what we have. Okay, so we'll have to move to the next questions. Okay, I hope this is clear. I'm sure it's not difficult. If it is, just leave a comment. I'm going to erase this. We've saved what we wanted here. I'm just going to erase this. Okay, I'm going to erase this. Okay, it's a bit dirty here. Just erase these things. Okay, right. Okay, so we know now what we have here. So find the area of triangle PRS. That's the next question. So this triangle here, okay. So PRS, we need to find the area. So we can just, what do we have here? This is 12.26. So formula for finding the area, it's given like this, half BC sine A. Sorry. So we have A here. Okay, just doing what we just did previously. So we can replace with the actual letters. So we know this is still small letter A, this is small letter B, this is small letter C. It's really good to understand the concept and how these things work. So you do this, it's going to be half. So now our B is what here? P, isn't it? This is P. P. And this is R. Okay. So, okay. So we're just going to use P, R, and A sign. Okay. So P, where it's pointing at, this is P, small letter P. R is pointing, so this is small letter R. So RP sine S. Okay, and the A is S. Okay, so we are going to say this triangle I'm writing is standing for area. Okay, so multiplied by what is R? R is 6, P is 7. Okay, sine. Now S, we don't have anything here. Okay, we don't have anything here. So we need to calculate for this value. Okay, we need to calculate for this value that we don't have. Okay, we need to calculate for it. So we're going to use now another rule. Okay, I was just looking at this. I'm going to use another rule because here we only have this angle. Okay, now here we can apply the sine rule because we've got an angle with its opposite side, and we have a side, and we're looking for the opposite angle. Okay, so we can apply the sine rule. If you're not good with the sine rule, what you can do, you can just simply leave a comment on the comment section. I'll run a video explaining the sine rule. So this is how it's going to be. From here we are going to say, let's look at the sine rule first of all. So the sine rule, this is the sine rule. It's a side over the angle, side over the angle, side over the opposite angle. So in this case here, I'm going to do it really quick. So this is the angle S. So we're going to say A, this is A, okay, over sine A, sine A is equal to, we are going to say now, R, here I said this was Ci, okay, it's going to be C over sine C. So A we have, okay, A we said it's 12.26. Sine A, this is what we are finding, so I'm just going to put sine S, the one that we are finding, is equal to C. C is the side, which is 6 sine C, that is sine 18. We'll cross multiply. Okay, so this is sine S times 6. Okay, this is going to be sine S multiplied by 6 is equal to, here we can do this, we can say 12.26 multiplied by sine 18. Okay, so this is giving 3.7854. Let me just end it here, 548. So divide by 6, we want to remain with sine S, so divide by 6. So this is going to be sine S now is equal to, divide by 6. Okay, so here I'm getting something like this. I'll write it here. You can see nicely. Sine S is going to be 0. I hope you do get the same thing. I'm sure you're calculating the following: 631 424 725 17. I'm just gonna write everything here so that you can see. Then the last thing you do now, you want to find S as the angle. So S will be equal to sine inverse -1. You write this, okay, 0.631142, okay, 472517. Okay, then you use your shift. Okay, you say shift sine inverse to get the sine inverse, then you write everything. So 0.61. Okay, I did write my 6 quite, so this is 6. Okay, 0.613142 472 517. So here I have gotten 37. So for angles you just round off to one decimal place, so that will be 37, okay, 0.8. Okay, that's 7.8. Okay, so this is the angle here, 37.8. So that is S. So you are going to say 37.8. Okay, here you can just use a calculator, everything. So you multiply 6. Okay, let me just put multiplication sign here. So 6 times 7 times sine 37.8, that is 25 point. Okay, and divide, just to finish everything, divide by 2, you get so it's given me 12.87. so for this one, squared, then okay, this is 2. Okay, so that's the area of triangle PRS. Then the last question, the shortest distance from S to PR. So you're at S, you want to go to this. Okay, so here you are finding the height. So the formula is 2 times the area over B, which is the base. So the base is this one, PR. What did we find for PR? 12.26. Okay, so this is going to be 2 times the area, which is 12.87, over 12.26. Okay, so it will be 2 times 12.87 divided by 12.26. Okay, and this gives me 2. Okay, 2 point, just to round off this one, okay, meters is the shortest distance. Okay, so we have answered this, and as well this other one here. So let me know what you think on the comment section, and those that would need personalized tuitions, either one-on-one or in a combined class, you also reach out on the number available on the channel. So I'll see you in the next video. Stay tuned.